We're Chad and Chelsea, and we're taking you underground in Bucharest Old Town to one of the coolest speakeasies we found in our travels, Sous Experimental Cocktail Bar. Before finding Sous, we spent a little time wandering through Old Town Bucharest, which is honestly a great way to see and experience Old Town. There are cafes and restaurants everywhere, little shops tucked down the side streets, and of course we had to stop and say hi to a few of the cats along the way. Seriously, there are a ton of cats. We found this little ice cream shop right where the entrance should be, and after walking around for a bit, we finally found what we came for. Sous hidden underground right in the heart of Old Town. Once we found Sous, the fun part was actually figuring out how to get inside. You start by walking down this long hallway within the Concord Old Bucharest Hotel until you reach a huge portrait at the very end on the right. But it's not just for decoration, it's actually the door. You push through the portrait and immediately find a hidden staircase leading underground. Sous is a cocktail bar tucked beneath Old Town Bucharest, and even finding the entrance feels like part of the experience. There are signs, but they aren't very big, so if you don't know what you're looking for, you could easily walk right past it. Once you get downstairs, you really start to see why Sous is such a cool spot. The entire place is underground with exposed brick walls, arched ceilings, low lighting, vintage furniture, and different rooms to explore. There's artwork all over the walls and candles throughout the bar, and so many random details that you'll probably notice something different every time you look around. Nothing about it feels like your typical cocktail bar. It's dark, moody, a little mysterious, and every room feels slightly different than the last. We kept walking around just to see what we could find, and honestly, the further into Sous we went, the more we loved it. After exploring the place a little bit, we finally found our spot and sat down. At this point, we were just excited to see what the Sous experience was going to be like. Now let's talk about the menu, because this is definitely not your typical cocktail list. Sous really leans into the experimental side of cocktails with unique ingredients and unexpected flavor combinations, and drinks that are meant to be more of an experience than just something you order. The menu was extensive, and there were so many interesting options that it actually took us a minute to decide what we wanted. And since we had already seen how creative the place was, we were really curious to see what the actual drinks were going to look like and taste. Chels went with the Zephyr, while I ordered the Whispering Almond. The Zephyr was lighter and refreshing, but the coolest part was the presentation. It came topped with these smoke-filled bubbles that popped right over the drink. The Whispering Almond was smooth, slightly sweet, and with a really nice nutty flavor. Two completely different cocktails, but both fantastic. If you're planning a trip to Bucharest, we definitely recommend adding Sous to your list. This was easily one of the most unique bars we found while we were here. From trying to find the entrance, walking through the hidden portrait door, and heading downstairs underground, it feels like an experience before you even order your first drink. Once you're inside, the different rooms, exposed brick, low lighting, and all the little details really give it that hidden speakeasy feel. And then you add the creative cocktails and presentation, and it just makes the whole thing even better. If you're looking for something a little different to do at night in Bucharest, definitely check this place out. And if you want to see more hidden spots and unique places we find around the world, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Chad and Chelsea. Follow us along for the next one.